Hello everyone, welcome to part 37 of Final Fantasy IX. And we are getting there, we are getting to the end. Now what I just noticed, when I started I pressed the continue button, I didn't load, so I need to use this tent again. But last episode we have been spending a lot of time in Memoria, learning like the deep, lore of the world we're in, or the galaxy we're in, I should say, more than just the world. Got this tent, we still have a lot of tents left. And let's see what's gonna happen now. So we just got the save point. We've been fighting a lot of bosses. And there's Kuja. Nice of you to come. I'm surprised you beat the 4 chaoses that I created from the crystal's memory. But you're too late. Take a good look. Isn't it beautiful? I'm gonna turn off my air conditioner. I'm sure you guys can hear that. You also have to pardon the laundry behind me. I was greedy and I put too much laundry into the dryer, so it's all kind of damp. So I'm hanging it a little bit for it to dry off. So it's a bit of a mess. Anyway, I'm assuming Kuja's talking about this crystal behind me. Yes. It's the original crystal. This is where it all began. The birthplace of all things. Once I destroy it, everything will be gone. Gaia, Terra, the universe, everything. Your lives and memories, too, of course. Shut up. The only thing that's gonna be gone is you. I'll take you out right now. You honestly think you can beat me? Even if you do, Gaia's already doomed. Its assimilation by Terra has begun. And the Aoife tree will incite a cataclysmic destruction of Gaia. It's all over for you and your friend. See? I win. Either way. It doesn't matter. Even if Gaia is assimilated, the planet will remain, and we'll start over to make a new one. Kuja, you're nothing but a coward. If you're gonna die, leave us out of it. Why should the world exist without me? That wouldn't be fair. If I die, we all die. Zidane, you will be my first sacrifice. Is this the final battle? I don't think it is. I feel like if it was the final battle, we'd be getting a special boss thing. And that isn't what's happening, although the background is very cool. Oh, what's this? This isn't Kuja. Some massive monster creature. It's gonna cast Meteor on us. And it one-shots Vivi and Freya. Very cool. Let's use a Phoenix Down and use life and get our characters back up. Dagger seems to tank this pretty well, but Vivi and Zidane are both down. So that was the wrong choice to put Wow, it's dumpstering me. So I need to be much more careful. At least I have regen now on Freya. 41 health and regen. The only character alive. This will surely be fun. Yeah. That didn't work. That went all the way bad. That went all the way bad. That was incredibly fast. And it didn't even involve status effects. So let's try again. Let's go to equipment. Let's make sure we're optimized. Okay, I'm just pressing optimize, and we're gonna see how that goes. So let's see, what is Freya's defense and magic defense? 47 and 23. Okay, we got it to 49 and 32. That's better. I just want to check Dagger's magic defense. So she's got 38 defense, 35 magic defense. Dane's 37, 37. So that was probably, Meteor was probably a magic attack. We're gonna hope we can survive it better. Anyway, let's see if we can't skip the dialogue. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know how to skip the dialogue. I'm gonna turn on super speed. Without accidentally hitting F2 and going into trance constantly. There's no way this is the final battle, because it's not Kuja. Some monster thing. Alright, let's turn off super speed. Super speed, super helpful. And let's see if we're powerful enough to handle it. I didn't even get a chance to look at what its name is last time. We got wiped way too fast. Anyway, here comes Meteor again, and Deathguise is what it's called. Let's hope our characters will live. No, actually Dagger got one shot as well. Wow. But don't worry guys, I got a counterattack, so it's all okay. Good job. Good try. Good try, everyone. Good try, team. So, I wonder... There's some amount of randomness in this attack. Because this time, Dagger, instead of having like 1400 health left, she had 0. And Freya, instead of getting one shot, like, didn't take any damage at all, although the thing just absolutely crushed us. Immediately afterwards. At least we got a counterattack off, which is better than last time. So... we'll optimize. We'll just go ahead and optimize everyone. He's already optimized. He's already optimized, okay. Let's give it one more shot. If the same thing happens, we are going to have to think of something new. If this is on a different level from what we have faced before. All the other times, like, we did get owned hard by some of these bosses, but as soon as I swapped around their abilities, we were fine. But I don't think we could swap around abilities to make us not get half of our party just one shot at the very, very beginning of the fight. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, here comes Deathguise. Here comes Meteor. And this time... it did kill Dagger and Zidane. Dagger's the worst person to lose. So we're gonna Phoenix down Dagger. The problem right now is it does so many attacks that I'm not sure if we can survive through it. Yeah, and that was an AoE attack as well. Yeah, I don't think this is looking good. Do we have anything? Restores HP, da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Let's Phoenix Pinion. Yeah. dagger up. Thing is, I think it'll attack me before I can even go, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Okay. Wow. What a thrashing we have just received. And that is a good old 3 strikes, you're out, I think. We tried it 3 times, we got absolutely blasted. All 3 times. Are there any abilities that I can think of? Because the problem here is we're not even living. I could do HP plus 20%. I could do auto regen. Will that help? We didn't even get a chance to try and scan or anything. So if this thing just does damage, well, I don't think I need alert. Let's take that off. I'm gonna try again with abilities revamp. I don't know if we need these fancy things. I don't know if we're gonna care about steel here. But let's just start taking off these prevent status effect. So we can put on HP 20% and auto regen. Could I put on MP attack too? We'll keep stone, devil color, and undead color, because I don't know if this could be those things. What else do we want? Counter did activate, so maybe I'll put that on and activate it with Freya. I'm not seeing anything else that I really want, because right now I'm thinking let's just get damage. So if I put on Eye for an Eye, and I put on Counter, hopefully that'll activate. Let's put on Auto Potion as well. Do we have any more auto goodies? We have auto float. I don't know if we care about that. We could put on distract. I feel like maybe keep accuracy plus. I take out mug, and then I take out accuracy plus, because I don't think we miss much. Then I can put on distract, and maybe we'll get a miss somewhere. Now let's go to dagger. Oops, I want abilities. Let's equip. High Tide might be good, especially for Zbane because of dying. Take off this thing, take off ability up, don't care about that. Take this, take that. Listen, we haven't seen it use a single status effect move. So we're going to go ahead and assume that it doesn't use them. Seems like this thing just does massive damage. Now, I don't know if we care about High Tide on Garnet. Yes, I am using Garnet and Dagger whenever I feel like it. Because they are the same person, you know. But I don't think we really need anything else. Dagger. Sadly, she doesn't have like auto regen. Let's go to B. Let's equip. We'll keep High Tide. High Tide really coming in handy on him. Auto Potion we'll put on. So we'll take off, like, Locomotion and put on Auto Potion. And then let's go to his equipment. Do we have any reason? Absorbs water and wind. I wonder if there's something that could absorb Meteor? There is an add status. I don't know what trouble means. But I could go ahead and put add status on BB. I don't think trouble's worth it. But, you know, it's better than, like, preventing poison if we don't ever have poison. Or it's better than ability, so we don't care about that. So let's put an add status. Then, let's go to Freya. Let's check what we need to review. HP... We could get on HP plus 20% and HP plus 10%. So counter I like. We don't have eye for an eye, I don't think. Ability up go away, antibody go away. Bright eyes go away, locomotion go away. Yeah, we don't have eye for an eye like Zidane does. I don't even know. It's the end of the game. I don't know what Freya's Trance even does. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what Freya's Trance does. So if I just flunk this, I'm definitely gonna go look that up. We could put on MP attack because we're gonna be using... I think that it'll work out to use MP attack with her. I think it'll work out because we'll still be using White Wind, or whatever it's called, to restore the mana of Vivi and Dagger. So I'm guessing that the MP attack won't use mana so fast that it would hinder our ability to do that. We'll put that on. Now we have 3 points left. Let's put on Add Status. Let's just go to equipment. Does that do anything? Holy Lance. Elemental attack holder. That might be good. I don't know if that's gonna be good here. It might be good. Okay, let me go back. And let me save. Let's tent first because when we put on the HP plus 10% or plus 20%, our HP max goes up, but our actual HP doesn't. So the tent will save that, and we have so many tents. So let's go ahead and save. And then we'll try once more into the breach. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. Alright, fingers crossed. 4th time's the charm. We really put an effort to our abilities there to try and have the ideal abilities. So if we get slaughtered again, I think it's doomed. If we are able to live a little bit longer, maybe I'll try again. And if we fail, but if we get slaughtered again, I think that we have to concede a bit of a defeat. Dialogue again. Now, if I fail, we'll have to think about, do we grind in here, or do I go back and try and get, you know, some ultimate weapons and stuff, just for fun. I'd have to think about that. But anyway, we're not going to think about that now, because we're going to win. We're going to do it. I don't have that much faith. I'm going to be honest, I don't have that much faith. But how this first meteor hits is going to be big. The important thing is for Dagger not to get one-shot, because if she gets one-shot, that's super bad for us. We really need her to stay alive. But it's possible that we're too weak. I know I've been mentioning it in previous episodes. Alright, let's use Rice's Wind on everyone. Dagger went down first. But Zidane has a lot of health, and Freya has a lot of health. So this is a better outcome than before, even though Dagger has been one-shot. So we're putting on the regen. Obviously not ideal, it's only 2 people, but we're gonna Phoenix Down Dagger. We're just gonna be popping Phoenix Downs. You just lost a lot of health. Let's go ahead and use another Phoenix Down and Vivi. Now let's go ahead and Kira Dagger Feather Trio herself. Lucky 7. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Let's just attack. AoE. I should have thought about that. I shouldn't have been Phoenix Downing. I should have been Phoenix Downing one person and just healing. But we have Auto Potion on Zidane. We need to get Dagger up. We need to. There's counterattack. Counterattack can do a lot of work for us. They're both doing a lot of damage. They're both doing approximately 5k. And that attack just missed. That's really, really good. So we're gonna do our best. Do I have any elixirs? Do I have any more elixirs? No, I don't. Okay, Vivi's getting Phoenix. We're just gonna hope that it's gonna use single target attacks for a while. We're gonna try to get our team up. Hero yourself, Dagger. Twister. It's only hitting Dagger, but is it hitting everyone? It's hitting everyone, and it did 3k damage to Zidane. This is really bad. We need Dagger to be able to get up. We need her to be able to get up and stay up. It's just not happening. BB is so incredibly low right now. What is, like, the best healing item? What if I use Lapis Lazuli on Dagger? Let's just try it. We're probably gonna lose. Death. Okay, it does use Death effect. So that's good to know. Death. That killed Freya. Well, that really sucks because she was my highest health character. We are living a lot longer. Dagger actually lived long enough to cure herself. Now, I don't know if Cura's going to be enough in this instant. Level 5 death. Right on Dagger. I'm right on Vivi. Who is going down? Let's try to use a healing item. Let's try to use Life of Freya. Our region didn't work out for us because we just don't live long enough for it to matter. But we are just in panic mode all day, all the time. And the only way we win is if we get enough. Okay, BB's the only one up. He gets healed by that though. If I can find weapons that will allow my guys to absorb. Okay, that doesn't heal by very much. It only healed by 500. So let's see if we die. If I can find more weapons that heal from wind. I don't know if my other characters have that, because I've never needed to care. Because I've never been in this desperate of strange ways. Here's Berserk. Don't care. I mean, I'm healing Zidane, that's not the right choice. I need to heal Dagger. I don't think it's gonna matter, honestly. What is open to? We're surviving a lot longer, but we're still getting absolutely dumpstered. Oh, that missed! Counterattack! Item. We need Dagger. AoE attack. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. We're just getting beaten down. It's attacking us way too fast with area of effect attacks. We can't repel firepower of that magnitude, as Admiral Akbar would say. Auto Potion is working out. We don't have very many of them. You just please try and get Dagger up. Just try. That was an area of effect attack, so at least Dagger wasn't up yet. We're going to use our first trance charge just to heal Dagger. But we can try doing some double black magic after this. So we're getting Auto Potion. Auto Potion is saving the day right now. Or at least trying to save the day. I'm not sure if this day can be saved. We need, like, the Rohirrim to appear. Or that probably wouldn't even be enough. And of course it comes in right with another area of effect attack, so Dagger can't live for more than 2 seconds. It did area of effect last time too, so it's not like it waits between area effects. Let's go ahead and use a Blizzaga. Let's go ahead and use a Thundaga. If this can work, then we will at least see what elements do what they do. So here comes Blizzaga first. That did 5k. That's probably normal damage, I'm guessing. Here comes Thundaga. That did 35. Okay, so Blizzaga was better. It was better by 1500. It might be like random chance, but I don't think that it would do that much difference by chance. Anyway, we got annihilated again. We did. So what I'm gonna do, we're just gonna hop back in. Let's check our abilities. Oh, we have a lot of points for dagger. We don't really use this stuff. I don't think any of this stuff for daggers work right now. What abilities were I gonna check? Oh, I can check equipment. I was gonna check this. Is there anything? This is the best thief dagger. Is there anything with like a good add status? This rune tooth. Let's see, how much strength? 44. This rune tooth. Add status poison. We could try that and see if it'll get poisoned. That's something we can do. There's nothing that says it's absorbing anything. So let's see, strength. Oh, never mind, I'm looking at attack, not strength. So these weapons are like half as good. I don't think that it's worth it. I don't think that this is the right play to half our attack in order to like add poison. I don't think it is. It might be, but I think if we're in such a dire strait that having poison is better than having an extra like 34 attack, I think we're just doomed. That's my impression. It's like right now having poison would be better because we only are gonna attack like one time. So we put, even assuming poison works, that's assuming poison works, which is definitely unlikely. Like the way it stands now, if we could get poison on, it would do more damage than having more attack over time, but that's because we are so hopeless right now. So I don't think there's any way that swapping that is a good idea. Let's look at hats. I better put this on. Raises ice elemental, don't care. Raises water elemental. Fire, thunder, water damage reduced by 50%. That... I don't see it doing those kinds of damage, though. I'm pretty sure it's doing wind, and I don't know what meteor counts as. I could check BVs on spells. Ice damage reduced, I don't think we care. Raises wind, we want something that gets rid of wind. Okay, let's go to the armlet. What does this one do? It reduces holy, I don't think we're tanking holy damage right now. Water reduced. That's not gonna help. Absorb shadow. That hasn't been helping. Raises spirit, raises strength. That takes our defense done by a lot. I don't think it's worth it. Shadow damage reduced. We're already doing that. Well, that raises strength. Raises earth elemental attack, absorbs thunder. I don't think we care about thunder. Raises wind, I don't want to raise wind, I want to absorb it. Auto reflect, would reflect work? I kind of want to try it. I want to try reflect. Absorbs holy and shadow. We're already absorbing shadow, and that has count. Fire, ice, thunder, holy, reduce. Absorbs water and wind, the ribbon. That's what BV has, but we have another. So let's try... Let's see. What does this reflect ring do? It reduces our strength, upgrades our spirit, reduces our defense. Let's try putting that on dagger. Or we could put the ribbon on dagger. The ribbon and the reflect ring, I want to try these two things. These could do it. So the ribbon reduces attack. Okay, the ribbon, I think, goes to Dagger. Because the magic going up is really good. Let's give Dagger a ribbon. Should I give this Reflect Ring? Let's try the Reflect Ring on Zidane. Let's try it. Then what I'm gonna do is I have to go to abilities. Can I give him Auto Reflect? Lowers accuracy, feels good. What can I take off for Auto Reflect? I feel like actually maybe we want to put on this on Freya because Freya had more AP. That's 15 AP. Oh, you know what? I'm being silly. Last time I used regen for Freya, but I have auto regen on Zidane, so I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I know my other characters don't have regen, but Zidane does, and he was the only one alive. Anyway, so let's go back to equipment. Let's change this out. Does anything raise my defense? The power belt raises defense, it also raises strength. So let's put that on. This raises strength, it raises evade. Just trying to think. Absorbs Holy Shadow. I don't know, I mean, I feel like this looks like a monster that would be Shadow. Or personally seem to do that. So let's try the Power Belt, because that does raise my defense as well. Now let's go to Dagger. Our wonderful Dagger. What does this do? Raises Thunder. Don't care. So let's give her the ribbon. Yes, the ribbon will just raise her stats, and that'll be like a lifesaver, I think. Now let's go to Vivi. What's this gold choker? Wind damage reduced. We'll keep that. Seems good. And now we're going to Freya. What do battle boots do? It just says combat boots, so that probably is good stats. But if we go to the Reflect Ring, can we make that work for us? Extension, we could give her Auto Potion. Chemist now, Gamble Defense, no. I'm surprised these are raising her stats. Like overall, it does lower defense by the way. Shusha. That's raising some stats, lower defense. Let's try the Reflect Ring. Because it might not work, but it might be a lifesaver. So let's go and turn off all the dumb stuff, like add status we have. That's the only dumb thing we have. Let's see, what can I do to give myself 12 more? If the Reflect Ring works, we might not need that HP plus. Do we need MP attack? If auto reflect works, it's gonna be more important. I think just having our characters stay alive is most important here, because it uses so many AoE attacks. We need to be able to withstand that sort of thing. So let's try and take off MP attack. What else can I take off? I kinda like leaving counter on, so we just don't have much room to attack. HP plus 10% we can take off. And then if we just take off Undead Killer and Devil Killer, I don't know how often Distract works, but when it works, it could be really, really nice. So let's try that, let's put on Auto Reflect. Which might be useless, it might be amazing. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, so now if we still get wrecked, we can't say that I did not try my very best to win. I am trying my very, very best to do this without having to backtrack. I've definitely, like, in at least the later Final Fantasy games, I don't recall some of the earlier ones because I played them literally a decade ago. Which, considering I started playing the games in college, like being able to say a decade ago, seems really weird. Seems really weird. I'm definitely getting older, you know? But I've never been this weak going into like the final end game. And I'm not just talking about how badly we're getting thrashed. I'm talking about like looking at the amount of health we have, the amount of damage our attacks are doing. Because I know, so in Final Fantasy VII, I had fun just existing in the final dungeon and leveling up my materia, so I was way stronger than this when I finally fought my boss. In Final Fantasy VIII, I did all the side quests, so by virtue of doing that, I was way stronger. I also, in that game, leveling up doesn't matter as much, but I had all the GFs. You know, I had been doing all the side quests. I had been doing all the correct stuff with, like, using card on enemy monsters so that they wouldn't give me XP, but they'd still give me ability points for my GF. So I was a lot stronger than this. And in Final Fantasy VI, I was grinding a little bit, because in that one you use multiple parties at the end game. So I was grinding my other parties because they were a bit weaker than my main favorites, you know. And I accidentally found 3 Celestiad items, which make it so that you can cast any spell in the game for 1 mana you have equipped. So you're casting like full life, 1 mana. You know, bring the character from dead up to full HP, that's 1 mana. Cast Ultima, do 9,999 damage, 1 mana, you know? So I was much stronger than this at the endgame of Final Fantasy VI as well. Here, like, I don't have, you know, anything overpowered. I don't have, like, any overpowered stuff. I'm just trying to make do without having actually grinded since Gazamalu, or whatever his name is. So it is entertaining in its own way, because I've never, you know, failed this often in the end game. So if I can do it, it's definitely going to feel satisfying. But if I can't do it, I'm not really going to be surprised. It is satisfying just to hit enemies for like 10,000 damage, you know? It's very satisfying to see those 9 just flash across the screen whenever you're hitting. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if I need to grind more. Alright, here we are. This is going to be our last attempt. Not because we're going to lose and give up, but because we are going to win. Let's reflect. It's going to work. It's going to work. We're going to take 0 damage from this meteor. That's what I'm telling ya. It's going to work against meteor. Auto-reflect is 15 AP, and that's why it's going to work. I spent 15 AP on that. Here comes meteor. What's this attack with you? Dagger's gone. It didn't work against meteor. It didn't work. Get up, we focus on getting dagger. We focus on dagger. It's gonna AoE us, isn't it? Isn't it gonna just AoE us? Is that always how it does it? It always uses the other AoE? We'll have to find out. The reflect was a massive failure, which is actually good to know, because now we know not to do it. But on the other hand, auto potion is absolute MVP right now. So let's see if we can actually successfully keep dagger alive. No, we can't. We cannot. We can't. Auto regen on Zidane is doing work. I'm a big fan of that. We are tranced with you. Just please. Please just attack. Please do something. Yeah, that at least healed Zidane. It would be nicer if it healed BB, but at least we didn't waste it. And we're getting auto potions from BB. It's not going to be enough to keep him up unless we get a bit lucky. But we need to get a bit lucky from this position. That's why I'm using the double black. Okay, it's AoE, but we're still alive. It's AoE again, but we are still alive, and we get counterattack. We love to see it. We need our girl up. We need our girl dagger up. We need it. But she just can't survive. Like, now that she has that item, if they're using Twister and stuff, hopefully that'll save us. So that we can actually keep her up for our more than like one round. Let's see, I need to watch these Blizzagas to see if they consistently do 5k, and it looks like they are. I didn't look at the first one. Here's AoE, so BB's gone, yeah. I had to choose between him and Dagger. It's Dagger who I chose. It's the right thing for Zidane to do. Maybe I should put on Protect Girls. Oh, here's counterattack. 7,000 damage from Zidane. Zidane, you are doing really well right now. Auto regen, absolutely amazing. Now, what does close mean? I have no idea. Dagger, I need you to live through this. Miss both. Okay, good. Now we can start using Dying. Now we can start using Zidane's Prancing. I wonder if Auto Reflect, if it works on like Twister, it would still might be worth it. Having Auto Reflect for Freya. It didn't work against Meteor though, which is taking max damage. There we go. I love to see it. Here comes Death again. Okay, we just need luck. We need luck because if it kills Zidane, that's gonna be super sad. Oh, it killed Dagger. That's also super sad. Because he's in trance, you know? We just need to use the solution now. We need it. So I'm wondering, does auto regen keep regen on the entire battle? Because that would be sick. If it wears off, that would hurt me. But he has auto potion as well. Zidane doing absolutely amazing. He's trying to hard carry my team. He's trying so hard. And he's done like 20,000 damage. Or maybe even 30,000 at this point. But in the end, will it even matter? Demon Claw, you missed. That's because you stink. And counterattack 7,000 damage. Alright, we had a fight where Vivi like soloed it. Now it's the dragon. Is this gonna be Zidane's solo fight? Look at this freaking damage he's putting out. He is doing amazing. Now his trance is gonna wear off. But if he's powerful enough to just auto potion, auto regen through. We did it! We beat him. We beat him. Zidane hard carried that fight so hard. Whew! Now, do we get a breather? Because if we don't, we're probably screwed. If we get a breather... Okay, no one missed out on any XP or AP. God, Zidane, you are so hot right now. So good. Whew! We got a Phoenix Stone back. And a throwing thing. It's letting me run away. It's letting me run. Uja, I'll be back. I'll be back for you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. See, this is very satisfying. To just give it, you know, another shot. Just keep on trying to work out what might work. It's very satisfying. Like, if I had to do this, if I had to, like... I mean, I guess there is a save point here, but we've had so many, like, deaths coming through, that if I had to do this without, like, the continue button, there's a good chance I would have just, you know, gone back to a prior save and just, like, gone and gotten some legendary items or whatever before I tried this, because this is a pretty long dungeon, and we died to to that one death guy, I forget his name, like the chaos guy, we died to him like 4 times. And we had not seen a save point for a long time, so that would have been really, really brutal to do if we had to go through the entire dungeon over again. And I probably, you know, it would have been the best course of action to just not and grind a bit more. But the way this is right now, like, I'm really having a good time with this, just like beating my head against a wall over and over until I find a combo that works. And this is kind of like the problem I had, you know, this is like the solution to the problem I had with Final Fantasy III. So I know I went on my little rant about it a way long time ago during my playthroughs of this. But Final Fantasy III, the final boss, the final dungeon, I should say, is so long, it has so many dungeons, and there's no way to save. And that was disappointing because there's a lot of randomness in that game. And it really sucked, like, making it through multiple bosses and then just losing to, like, the 3rd or the 4th one and having to start completely over again. Because the strength level I was at was, like, it was so neck and neck with the bosses, it was just really satisfying to try and win, but the chances that I was actually going to be able to make it through the entire dungeon was just incredibly, incredibly low. So I ended up having to grind so that I wouldn't just, like, despair of spending an hour going through the dungeon and then having to start it over again, you know? From scratch. So this is like the solution to that, this continue button where you can just like give it another go and give it another go, and I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this. I'm sure you guys can tell because I'm speaking fairly animatedly, but I'm having a blast. Because it is more fun, like, it is fun to be super extra strong, but it's more satisfying when there's a chance you can lose. Like, up till now, my favorite, and I know I talked about this earlier too, but my most satisfying final boss experience was in Final Fantasy VIII, because that's the boss where I felt the most like I could lose during the fight, so it was the most, it's an amazing feeling when I won. Like, Final Fantasy VII and VI were great boss fights, but I accidentally got myself too strong. Either by grinding too much in Final Fantasy VII's case, so it was a little bit easy. Like, I only saw the meteor attack one time. That was the only time I saw it. I only faced it once, and I beat it before I used it again. And then in Final Fantasy VI, I think I was appropriately leveled, but I didn't know what my Celestiad items did, so when I realized how good they were, like, I just hadn't looked at them. And when I realized how good they were, like, that item just put me from, like, appropriately leveled to extremely OP. Because I also did a lot of side quests in that game. So, like, I had the Genji glove with the other accessory that lets you attack multiple times. So I, like, had Edgar with Ultima weapon and Excalibur, attacking with each weapon like 4 times for a grand total of like 8 attacks every time he attacked. You know, that's incredibly, incredibly powerful, which is incredibly fun to use, but it also makes the experience a little bit easier, you know? In this game, we are not having that. It is not easy. Although Zidane did basically just solo parry, but it took us a lot of tries to kind of figure out what we wanted to do. So anyway, we've saved it. It's been about 50 minutes, and it is late. So I think we're gonna call it. We're gonna do a one-boss episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope it's been a little bit fun to watch me suffer and struggle when my victory is not in any way guaranteed. And I will see you guys next time. I'll be out of town until next weekend, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to record next Sunday or not. There's a good chance that I'll just come home from being out of town and go right to sleep. So I won't have an episode up as soon, but it shouldn't be too long of a break. But once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.